everybody, Karen here from tuppenscolour.co.uk, and thank you very much for joining me. This is the stamp set I'm going to be using for my project today, and I'm using it because this is the set that we've been asked to use for our design team challenge. Now, I belong to a group of Stampin' Up demonstrators. When you join Stampin' Up as a demonstrator, you're not left on your own high and dry with nobody to support you. You join as part of somebody's team and you choose who that person is. You're not randomly assigned to a team. It's entirely your choice. So you might join with somebody you know, or you might join somebody who lives near to you, or you might join somebody for other reasons. Now, my team leader, my upline, is absolutely brilliant lady who is called Sam Hammond, and she goes by the name of Pootles. And if you haven't seen Pootles' videos on YouTube, I strongly urge you to go and have a look at them, because she's absolutely brilliant and she's a fantastic upline. She's a great support, and she has asked 4 of us, and we take it in turns to be one of those 4. She has asked 4 of us to go away and make something using this set for every Thursday in the month of August. So every Thursday this month I am going to be using this stamp set in my projects. So wish me luck. I have to be absolutely honest with you, this stamp set isn't one that I probably would have chosen for myself. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a very nice stamp set and it's got a lot of potential, but it didn't actually speak to me in the catalogue. So I think it's actually going to be quite interesting to see what my brain comes up with. And the first thing that I thought when I was looking at it was, I looked at this word here, this lovely, and the thing that went through my head was lovely as a tree. And we do a stamp set called Lovely as a Tree, and maybe you know the poem that begins, "I think that I will never see a poem lovely as a tree," which is the quote that the name of the stamp set is taken from. So that was going through my head, and then I thought, okay, well, I would like to do something dramatic that's in black and white, and maybe with a touch of colour. So I thought, okay, so you know, what's black and white and red all over? So yeah, I know, that's the way my mind works. I'm sorry. So I thought, okay, well, I will use red as my pop of colour. So I have a piece of Whisper White, and I've got a piece of thick Whisper White, and I've matted a piece of real red on top. And this is just a piece of A4 folded in half, and I've cut the real red to be 1/8 of an inch smaller on the long side and on the short side, so that when I mat it on, it's 1/16 of an inch all around it. So they're very, very narrow white edge, can't think of the word. And my piece of Whisper White has been cut so that it is 1/4 of an inch smaller than my piece of real red, so that I have 1/8 of an inch mat all around it. Okay, but I'm just going to work on the piece of Whisper White for now. I've die cut out this. Now this is one of the die cut shapes from the Thoughtful Branches set, and this and its companion stamp set are only going to be available in the month of August, as far as we know. So if you want it, if you want the dies or all the stamps that go with it, you've only got until the end of August. So don't hang around. If you want it, you know, go for it. Just get it, okay? So that is going to be my tree, and I want to make sure that where I'm stamping, I leave myself enough room for my tree. So I'm going to put my tree there just to gauge where I'm putting things. And I've got my word lovely, and I've also there's another sentiment in here which says that's what you are to me. Okay, so lovely as a tree, that's what you are to me. So that is going to go down in that corner there. And I'm using one other stamp set, which is the Labeler Alphabet. Okay, so I'm stamping directly onto my piece of Whisper White. So wish me luck. Okay, so here I've got my silicone mat, which is there to help me stamp, and I'm just putting that there just for now, not sticking it down or anything like that, just to help me gauge where I want things to go. So I'm going to start with lovely, and I think I'm going to put it up and off to the left there. And I've got real red ink. Let's move my tree out of the way. Okay guys, so this is the creative process, because I haven't tried this out ahead of time. I'm just hoping that it's going to work. Okay, so I'm not going to worry too much if it's a little bit squint, but I'm going to try and get it straight. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as you can see, it's a photopolymer stamp, so I can see right the way through it. I can see where I'm going. I've got my silicone mat underneath, and that's had plenty of time for the ink to transfer. Oh, and that's come out really well. Really pleased with that. Okay. So I've now got basic black, and I've got the A and the S from the labeler alphabet. And I'm going to ink up the A to begin with. Press that down, make sure I've got plenty of ink there. And the S, and make sure I've got it the right way up. And I want these to be very close together, which is why I'm stamping them separately, so that that is clearly the word as. And then the letter A again. And I'm going to put that just off to one side and just slightly at an angle. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So let's bring back my tree die cut. Okay, and that is, yeah, I'm happy with that. So then here's the last little bit of the sentiment. That's what you are to me, and that is going to go over here in the bottom right corner. Go, and that's it. Okay, so I now want to get some adhesive onto the back of my tree, and I'm going to do the good old hand trick. Now Tombow has got two ends. It's got a thick nozzle, which is the one I'm using here, which is a spreader, and it has the fine point nozzle, which is the one that I tend to use more often. We do tend to forget about the thick spreader, but Tombow is it's a very good glue, and it's very well designed delivery system. And I put the glue onto the back of my hand so that we don't get blots and blodges all over everything, and just make sure that I've caught all my leaves. Now if you have sensitive skin, you could put glue onto a piece of plastic, or you could wear gloves, rubber gloves. So I mean, I know that this, from my own experience, I know that this doesn't hurt me at all, but if you have sensitive skin, you might want to think of a different way of doing this. And look at that. Okay, right, so that's nearly done. Quickest card ever, and pretty much in one take, she says, hoping that the cat doesn't decide to jump up onto the table and join me. Okay, so I'm putting some bits of snail on the back. Now look, I have been wasting my snail because I've been using it as though it was double-sided tape. I've been kind of running it all the way along, and for most projects, and certainly for a card front, you don't need to do that. Just so you just need to put little spots here and there, and that way your snail will last longer. Okay, oops. So before you put it down, do make sure that it's straight and it's where you want it to be. This is usually where it goes all horribly wrong for me, because I am not good at straight. Okay, and there we are. That is it. So there is the finished article, and I do hope very much that you have enjoyed this, and if so, I would absolutely love it if you would find your way to my blog. There is a link in the more information box below, because from there you will be able to find your way to what the rest of the design team have been up to and see their projects. If you've really enjoyed this video, please do think about subscribing. Give me a like, give me a thumbs up, please leave me a comment. I love all of that stuff, it's what keeps me going. But for now, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.